Wait, letter key, era en Discord. Hello, hello! Can you hear me, Mercury Fairy? Can you hear me? Blah, 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 blah. Remember, chat, it's for meet and bleed. Hello, hello, dear Alice. Well, hello, Fairy Felice. Well, it seems that I'm gonna get a little bit mad with another Mercury Fairy that is not here by the moment. But hopefully they arrive anytime soon. Not saying any names, but you know who I'm talking to you. Mercury Fairy 2. Well, how are you, Fairy Police? Are you excited for the first meet and bleed ever? Cause I am. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I think it's kinda like the first time being interviewed. I mean, it's not, but it's one of those interviews and it's gonna be fun. I like when people ask me questions. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited too. Well, happy to be part of it. Yeah, happy that you joined Meet and Bleed. Well, I took the time to download every question that I received on the Marshmallow link. And yes, we can see it now as a PowerPoint-ish kind of slides in here. And I guess we're gonna start already. Are you ready to start the Q&A session? Glue, glue, glue. Ah, glue, glue, glue. Let's go! Yeah, let's go! So, first question of the night is... Wait, what is it? Oh yeah, here it is. By the way, yes, these are anonymous. I don't know who asked who. So, yes. First question says, February 8th will be your second month since streaming. How are you feeling? What has been your favorite part? You are right. What day is today, actually? 7th. So tomorrow is my 2-month anniversary. Wow. Time flies, isn't it? Time flies. I can't believe that 2 months has gone already. How are you feeling about it? Well, I definitely feel, well, pretty good about it. Excited, proud of myself, proud of my community. I mean, when it comes to BTubing in general, there are pros and cons about everything. Like, for example, doing the stream itself, it's obviously my favorite part, but all the preparation that takes to get here, it's a pain in the ass, to be honest, and I hate it. But hey, that's the reason why my streams are organized. Yes, like having to build my setup every night, or having to solve any mistakes that may be happening, or even like creating new thumbnails. It is tiring, it is annoying, I don't enjoy it, to be honest, but it is all worth it when I'm here in front of a screen, in front of all of you guys. So yes, as anything, nothing is perfect. But the fun that I have in here is what makes it all worth it, especially with all of you guys' support in general. What has been your favorite part? Let me think about it. Well, I mean, naturally it counts when streaming, right? But what is my favorite part? I don't know if I have one moment in general, but I totally love when the chat is very active, especially during hype trains and everything. Like, I get excited and kinda overstimulated, like, oh shit, I don't know what to do, but I don't feel bad about it. I'm just like, holy shit, that's a lot. So any proof in chat or in a stream where you guys together show me that you are interested in the content I'm showing you is what it's my fuel, you know? It's what keeps me going, to be honest. Congratulations! Yeah, thank you for my upcoming 2 months already. You know, it's crazy because I think I became an affiliate on second week. It wasn't even a month, it was the second week. Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, by the way, Ciandit already gave me 2 new emotes, but I haven't uploaded them yet. I think one in particular, you're gonna overuse it. I think you're gonna love it. But yeah, you gotta be a little bit more patient for that. Yes, let's go for next question. Alrighty. Since you've been writing the Labyrinth lore for more than 10 years, is there any part that you will change or regret writing? Not anymore, because I've rebooted the story for like 2 times already. Yes, because original version is shit. I mean, it's very good for a 15-year-old, I think, but I would never let that come out to light. It was very cheesy, it was very anime-ish, but in a bad way. And the reactions that plenty of characters had to scary things happening, I wouldn't buy it. It was like too unrealistic, and especially for a story which has a strong psychological focus, you know? Yes, I think we were writing this story, like Maddie and I together, and then we enter high school. And because of us having different shifts, we couldn't write the story anymore. But I kept continuing, like thinking about ideas and stuff like that, I just never did anything to them. And it was not until the very quarantine, 2020, where, I mean, we were all nostalgic about our past lives before COVID. So I was very nostalgic about the Labyrinth, especially for all the years that I didn't touch the story. And I kept so I started reading the scripts. I started reading everything that I had. And I was like, oh my goodness, I hate this. So I proposed to Maddie, hey, you know what? I think it's time to reboot it. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And I think that is my favorite part from all quarantine. We were having Mercury Labyrinth Sundays where we were writing a new chapter every week. And it was beautiful. It was so fun. It was like the thing that I look out for the most every week, especially during the conditions of quarantine. And yeah, but I think it was not until like, 2 years ago that I read those scripts and I was like, they're pretty good, but now I want to write them clean, I want to make them into an actual thing. So that's when I finally started writing the official scripts. And nope, there's nothing that I want to change from them, because I can be insecure about my art, but believe me, the Mercury Labyrinth scripts are my best masterpiece. So much that I even feel kind of jealous about it. Like, as in jealous. I don't really feel okay with sharing it yet. But maybe one day, I don't know. So yes, the story has been rebooted twice. And this one, no, I wouldn't change anything about it. We're allowed to read them. I know you would, so let me think about it, because it's so good that it's like I am afraid of sharing it. My trust issues are like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. But I try to convince myself to do it sooner or later. We'll see about that. Yeah, maybe it could be like another benefit for tired trees. But to be honest, I am so untrusty when it comes to my scripts that I will make all Mercury fairies to sign like a form, say like basically like a contract saying like you won't ever share any content from the script. Or save them for ASMR reading streams. Oh, yikes, that's... That's not bad. But yeah, that's not bad. I will take it as a suggestion. Gotta make a storyteller voice. Yeah, I gotta practice that then. And I don't know how I will do all of the voices. Like, I think that will be funnier or better if I actually had other people to do the other voices. We'll see about that. But yes, an ASMR storytelling sounds good. When it comes about if I regret writing something, yeah, I mean, from past versions of the Mercury Labyrinth, there are some scenes that were not okay. Were questionable. Were just like, yeah, just simply no. And I wouldn't really like to dig too much about it, but they were just incorrect content. But hey, I thought it was okay back then, but yeah, I'm a different person now. So that's the question for now. Let's go for the next one. Yum 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 yum. Question says, what are some of your dreams that you could tell us about? I don't know. I guess you're talking about dreams as in, well, what I want to do in the future instead of literal dreams. I don't know. Autistic moment is hitting me right now. I don't know what type of dream are this Mercury fairy referring to. I'll assume it talks about like future things that I want to do. Well, as I said on my very first stream ever, if there is this, what is my biggest dream ever? It's to actually get an animated adaptation of the Mercury Labyrinth. And you know what? I even want for Tish to animate it and just to be there directing everything. Yeah, I don't know. I just want it to be shown to people, to be animated, and to have the most beautiful animation. Because you know, guys, that my focus in my art, in my horror art, is to still make it beautiful. And Tortiz is very good at that. In general, just making visuals beautiful and make the most, how to say this? The best storytelling, that's it. They know how to tell the story. Like, we've seen Arcane for that. So, I wouldn't really want my story to be animated as in Arcane style, but with the animation of Arcane. Basically, my drawing style transform into Arcane resolution. With 2D elements mixed up there, with horror elements in there. But yeah, it doesn't really have to be 4Ts, but that's my best aim for right now. In general, I just want a studio that doesn't, change my work, which I already know that's almost impossible. But yeah, I just want the most freedom, creativity in my own work to not be modified, or at least they modify the less they can. And I'll call it a win. So yes, that's one of my dreams. If I could tell another one, yeah, that's like my only goal in life. What other dreams do I have? Well, yes, what else do I want to do? Shit. Oh, shit. I think that's the only thing I want to do. And that's enough, I guess. If I ever accomplish it, like, no, wait, let me rephrase that. Whenever I accomplish it, yeah, I know that I could die in peace. Yeah. So that's my answer for this question. I'm already not counting them, but yeah. Water. Next question goes. It's fourth question, yes. What are you most excited about for the future? No more questions about the future. I don't know. Well, obviously I am excited to accomplish my dream of the Mercury Labyrinth. But if I have to talk about like more short-term future-ish, I really want my own place. Because I've never had that, even as a child. I've always lived like in yes, I could share some personal details of my life, I think. Ever since I was born, I've lived in grandparents' house from the mother's side, the parents' side, but never had a place of my own. And yes, I think I already want to be independent and to be by myself, whether it's with Maddie or by myself, but I am excited to think about finally having my own space and not having to, crash with other people's rules and conditions and just play by my own rules. And finally have a place that I can call my own, my very own, how to say this? My own core. I really don't have a place that I can feel safe. Barely my own bedroom, and that is new. Just last year I got my first bedroom ever, and it's still filled out with stuff from the previous owner, but it is something. It keeps my sanity very well settled. Because whenever I feel bad or something, I can finally enclose in this place. But yes, I want the whole home to be mine and only mine. And I'm not even asking for too much, I just want a place for me, for my pets, and for only the people that I want to accompany me with. That I know that they can play by our own rules. And we won't do like these crashes, So yes, I am excited about that. Relatable. Yes, it is relatable, but especially in Tijuana, it's almost impossible to get your own place because the prices are so high, like stupidly high. So whether I guess I'm gonna move somewhere else or I don't know. You know what's my plan as for now? Maybe I changed my mind, but I want in the future to be working remotely or directly in the place, like in a animation studio, maybe like in LA or San Diego, I don't know. Somewhere in United States, but to get live here, To keep living here because that's kind of the formula that plenty of people here has. It's like, hey, work in United States, but live here in Tijuana because that's how money will be useful for you. So maybe I do that. Yeah, living in USA is expensive. Yes. So yeah, you receive money in USA, but you live in a quote-unquote cheaper place that is Tijuana. I guess that's fine. But I don't have a visa for a very long time, ever since I was like 11, I think. So I think like whether I save money for a new one, for a renewal, or I can actually wait for a work visa. I know that also happens. So I don't know. That's part of my medium term plan for the future. Yum, 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 yum. I thought Apocrypha was gonna join in here with the excuse of, hey, I'm the moderator, I can join anyway. But hey, he's respecting his place as a non-Mercury fairy. Next question says, have you registered the Mercury Labyrinth for copyright or trademark? I've tried. It's actually an interesting story. I was very into that topic last year, or was it last year? Yeah, I think it was like last year, or if not, like at the very end of the last year from that. Yeah, surprise season here. Yeah. Anyway, Yes, I was making my deep research about how to do that, exactly that. And as in every country, they have different terms on how to trademark a story, a character, yada yada. I don't remember why I never proceeded with this. Oh yes, I remember now. Yes, I do remember now. Okay, you see, during my research, I found out that you can copyright a character, or you can copyright a story. And you know, like, what's the difference? So instead of copywriting every fucking character from the Mercury Labyrinth, which can be 100 to be honest, I can just trademark the story, because by trademarking the story, automatically I trademark all the characters inside it. So it's kind of stupid to think about this, right? They just left it out like very obvious, like, I wonder what to choose. Like, bitch, you don't even have to think about it. But yes, naturally, in order to do that, I also have to share like the reference sheet of every character. And I'm on that. I still haven't designed all the characters of the labyrinth, so it's still a bit early for that. And maybe you may be asking, well, maybe you can trademark what you already have, and then you can update it. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Okay, I could. Yeah, because even like the price they ask for this, it's not that expensive. I thought it was gonna be incredibly high, but no, it's actually very okay. But I will have to pay it again if I want to update it. Yeah, so I guess I just rather have like a full design Bible of the Mercury Labyrinth and then trademark it. I know it's not very expensive, but I think it's kind of a waste of money to pay for the same fee for every fucking character that I create as new. It's like, no, let's just wait for all of them to be together, and the places and stuff like that. So yes, yes, people have been asking me this for quite a long time, and finally, until last year, I decided to investigate about it. And it kind of sucks to think that, you know, especially here in Mexico, yes, you need to do like SAT procedures and the RFC, and for that you need to be not underage, you need to be 18 or older. Therefore, I couldn't have made it before by my own, unless I guess I had like a legal person to have the rights on my name, but I would have never allowed that, to be honest. I am so possessive of my own story. I know this. So yeah, it was not time for that yet. Businesswoman, SAT doesn't care anymore. You have to get your FCC at 16 now. Oh shit! Seriously? That sucks. That's terrible, dude. 16. Yikes. Well, I guess I could have done that in high school then. But it's fine. I'm glad I didn't, because of all of the reboots that the story has had, then I would have had to pay money again. So yes, I will recommend you, like, if you want to trademark a story, to be absolutely sure that you wouldn't reboot it. Like, yes, you can do modifications and stuff, but seriously, don't trademark a story that can be so easy to transform into something new, okay? Yes, interesting question, not gonna lie. Yum yum. Which world in the labyrinth would you consider the safest to live in? Oh, definitely fairy tale, my own dimension, because it's peaceful. It's just a fairy tale forest, filled with fairies and exotic flowers that maybe they can be poisonous. I get that, but most of the creatures, of the living creatures in there, are more of a neutral position. You know, it's like, especially us, like the witches sisters, we're like, if we see you, we're definitely not gonna like you because we don't like newcomers, especially with Clockworker's story. But we won't hurt you. It's like, we will be observing you and see what are your intentions. And if you're okay and you're like, okay, then we can leave you be. But if you seriously want to hurt one of my fairies or one of the plants, trees, or anything, then you're gonna have big trouble with us. When it comes to the fairies, yes, they can be more aggressive because they wouldn't wait for you to see if you have good intentions. They will just directly attack you. That's your biggest danger, to be honest. When it comes to the plant or vegetation, they have the same logic as the witches sisters. We won't bother you if you don't bother us. Therefore, I think it's really okay. You don't have people trying to kill you 24/7. As much you have the fairies, but they don't really want to kill you. They want to mess with you. And if you are an actual threat, then they will try to kill you. And they will eat you like piranhas, like all of them together until they leave nothing but bones. But the Clockworker is there. He's just an old man. He just cares about messing with me and messing with the fairies. If he sees a newcomer, maybe he will try to join them on their side. But who will want to side up with an old man as him, right? Yeah, but therefore, this is why Fairy Tale gotta be the most pacifist dimension in the whole labyrinth. Dude, seriously, you have no idea. And you're gonna know for sure. If you knew about other dimensions, you'd be like, yikes, yes, Fairy Tale gotta be the most take it easy one. Not me, skip the old man. Yeah, poor old man. Nah, not poor. He deserved it completely. Okay, so that's it. Next question says, is there any form of religion in the labyrinth? Can I start a cult? There is no religion in the labyrinth, but there are things that may look alike. First of all, I think the closest is to be like worshipping an idol. In this case is Jokerine. There is a majority of people that are brainwashed, or that are okay with Jokerine methods and the way she does things, and they see her as, bro, Jokerine, just Jokerine, you know. And they will worship her as not their goddess, but definitely like the savior of the labyrinth, and just like the heroine and the one that is gonna save their problems and everything. What else? There are things that kind of resonate with a cult or a religion. Well, the Mercury Queen is the actual ruler of the whole labyrinth. So she is the closest to a god in that sense. The top authority of the place. And it's fun because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but instead of saying, oh my god, I try to say, oh my Mercury Queen. Because, well, it makes sense. Mercury's don't know anything about religions anymore. They forgot about their past lives, so they don't know anything about a god itself. So it's like, oh my Mercury Queen. Is there anything? else? Yes, I think I've told you guys... No, wait, I think I haven't never told you about this. About Jokering's curse. No, I think I haven't, right? Well, you see. Oh my goodness, it's just that this is a lot of lore, and I'm very bad at summing it up. Okay, I'll try my best. No, never heard of it. Right. Oh, I know one. What one? One religion? Which one though? Okay, you see. Jokering was originally a human, right? One Jokering follower. Oh, get it. Yeah, and he's not here. If he was here, he will be like, yes, mommy queen. Oh my goodness, Jokering, yum. Okay, so Jokering was initially a human, right? And she had a mother. And her mother, while being pregnant, was baited to join a cult. Like, she thought it was just like a mascara, no, like a mask ball, you know? But it was not. It was actually a cult, a very old cult that worshipped the capital sins. Canonically, like in the whole Mercury Labyrinth, capital sins are godlike entities. They're gods. And they have their own story. Like, I'm not gonna deep very down into it right now, but yes, they were a problem like very, very long time ago, like in the very start of humanity. And let's say the other godlike figures kinda cursed them and hid them like in the very depths of the world, like nobody could find them. So this cult that still worshipped the capital sins had as a goal to revive them, to bring them back to life, and they needed a house for that. And they didn't accomplish their goal until late Victorian times with Jokering's mother, called Wynette Billen, yes. So she was used as the sacrifice, as the host, because she was pregnant. Because if the possession failed with the mother, they could try it with the baby. So yeah, now the mother was kind of pregnant of 8 babies, 7 capital sins and a little fucker. So yes, when it came the moment to give birth, yes, the mother died. The mother died because the possession didn't work on her, but it worked on the baby, in this case, Jokering. So yes, ever since she was born, she became the host of the capital sins. And to connect with the other lores that you've heard before, these capital sins were still very weak when they got into her body, and it takes them 80 days to try to possess her officially. To actually, like, I don't know, eat her soul and use her body as their actual host. But they haven't been able because Jokering has found their way to stop it. But yeah, that is actually the origin of the day 80. It's just the capital sins trying to conquer Jokering. But isn't that funny and ironic? Like 7 demon is trying to conquer, to possess a demon. So yes. Yikes. So since they can't get her, someone else pays the price. Yes, actually, it works that way. When Jokering finally built the Mercury Labyrinth, she found a way to link her curse with the labyrinth. And that's where the day 80 disappearance happened. It's like, okay, you cannot have my soul, but I guess I can give you these random people. So it's kind of a way to settle them up and be like, okay, I'll calm myself. You can be with your body for another 80 days. So yes, Jokerin gotta sacrifice a few people. uh, so not only newcomers arrive to the labyrinth. I think I've said it before, I don't know, I don't remember. But if you're already mercurized and you're in a day 80, you may be possessed by one of the capital sins, depending on the one you practice the most. Like, canonically, for the character of me, Alice, she is normally possessed by the capital sin of wrath. She gets angry all the time because of having to deal with Clockworker. Therefore, every day 80, she has like this very violent impulses of actually wanting to kill Clockworker for good. Because if you die in a day 80, you're directly fed for the capital sins. Therefore, you cannot respawn anymore. That is like an actual dead in the Mercury Labyrinth. And canonically, Alice have felt the the little itch to kill Clockworker for good on a day 80. But I don't know, there's still some humanity in her that doesn't allow it, I guess. So back to the question, like if this is a religion or a cult. It's not, but Mercury's know about the capital sins. They know the whole deal, and they do respect the bitches. They do respect the capital sins and be like, yeah, let's not mess with them. Alice is the best. Yeah, I guess. And funny enough, she's such a secondary character in the Labyrinth. She will barely have an appearance in there. That's why you better enjoy her here in BTube channel. So yeah, if you want to start a cult, then go ahead. You can call it a cult of Jokerin. The cult of Jokerin, the cult of the capital sins, which are canon in my story. So yeah, I'm a treasure her. Oh, that's cute. Okay, that was a very long answer question. Not complaining, it was interesting. Alright. Next question. Which will be your favorite character and who will be your least favorite? I mean, they don't specify from where, so I guess it's just in general, like not, I don't know, from the Mercury Labyrinth. Who is my favorite character? I think that also depends a lot on my actual hyperfixation. I think the closest, as for now, it's Arcane. So I can definitely say that Jinx is my favorite character. I don't know how they made her so charismatic, you know? She's so insane. She's so cuckoo in the cuckoo. Yet, you know... just give me a sec. Yet they managed to make such a likable character. Because I seen media of Jinx before Arcane. And in my opinion, I don't like her. It's like the cliche of trying to sexualize sexualize insanity, and or to make it attractive or cute and funny, when in Arcane they don't. In Arcane, they treat her insanity as an actual problem, and you see how she actually struggles with it because it's realistic. Like, being insane is not about, haha, I'm so cuckoo in the cuckoo, everything's fun, yeah. No, it's all about like her delusions, her their visions and stuff like that. And what makes her likable is just her personality. She's funny. She doesn't take things too seriously. I don't know. I like that very much. When it comes to my least favorite, yeah, Arcane Writing is a masterclass. Yes, I would like a school a school of arcane to teach, to be taught all they know, you know. Who will be your least favorite? Yes, I actually can't think of arcane right now. But I recently watched the second season of Squid Game. I am bad with names, I'm sorry, especially when they come from another culture. But there is this character that... she was so insufferable. And there was like this adult lady that was fucking Delulu. She was like kind of a... I don't even know how to say it. Like, she wanted to be a spiritual character. She wanted to make everything like, I'm just gonna take a decision based on what the gods tell me. But she was portrayed as just being the Lulu, you know? And also her body language was fucking annoying and so cringeful. Because she acts like in her 40s as if she was an edgy anime character. She will have these looks that no one does in real life, and these movements and the way of talking and the way of I don't know, everything is just, it was just so insufferable. I hated this character. But I know that it was the intention, because she was portrayed as someone that was never scared, that she will never be modified about anything. But she was actually one of the most scaredy characters. She will get pretty scared when something was going on. And so yeah, you could definitely understand that all of this spiritual, edgy character is just a defense mechanism. But it's very annoying. Gotta watch it to judge by myself. Oh yes, do it. I do enjoy Squid Game a lot. And yes, obviously they're gonna be annoying characters, and that is realistic, because if you think about it, if you were trapped in a place like that where you have to play games to death, yes, you will definitely find all kind of people, and not all of them will be likable. So yeah, that's my least favorite character. I hate her so bad. But yeah, her appearance only happens upon season 2. Next question. Wait, I forgot to drink water. What are your plans for the future of the labyrinth? Do you plan to expand it or keep working on what you already have? Well, I've already half answered this with my I want this to be an animated adaptation. But let me talk now about like how am I gonna do it? I don't know. As for now, I've been trying to write the scripts. I already have the first season completed. I don't know, I guess just in general I want to write all of the scripts by myself. I love that idea. To make a design bible and then send it to studios and see which one picks the bait, you know. But yes, my first option is for teach. Therefore, that's why I am practicing French in with the green owl. With the green owl. And that's why I also want to work in animated studios, mostly because of contacts. I need contacts for sure. And actually, me VTubing, it's also part of my strategy. Wait, what? Don't forget to trademark it first so they don't steal it. Yes, of course. Yeah, especially with what happened to American McGee's with Alice and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go through the same. Yes, believe it or not, yes, being a VTuber right now, it's part of my strategy for this, all of this that I'm talking about. Because for so many years, I've been trying to share Mercury Labyrinth content and haven't and hasn't really received recognition. I've been stuck as an artist, so I decided that I needed a push. And what better to be a monita china that talks about her story and people be like, oh, she has a story, oh my goodness. So yes, actually, like, I want people to get me known as a VTuber first, but that will be the bridge to be like, yes, I'm a VTuber. By the way, do you know that I have a story? Check it out, it's called the Mercury Labyrinth. So yes, I think that's my strategy. I first want to sell myself as a quote-unquote celebrity. I just want to be known so people can get interested in my work. That's how it works, I guess. Marketing genius. Thank you. So yes, and it has worked because I've been talking so much about the labyrinth in these past 2 months as I've never done it before. And now there's plenty of people out there that already know the basics of the Mercury Labyrinth. It does work. My plan worked. So it's just a matter of time to get known better by more people and to all of them be totally engaged by the story. Gotta pick up the cons again. Yes, I also need that. But seriously, ever since I started as a VTuber, my whole time takes just that. And I'm trying to simplify my task here. But I don't know, something else comes up, which is good. Don't get me wrong, that is good. If something new comes up every time, it's because I'm achieving something new. They need me for something else, and that is great. But that implies leaving behind my other projects. And not gonna lie, I'm a little bit stressed out about it. But I just hope that one day things will stabilize enough to get back to my projects a little bit at least. Yeah, if something new is coming up means you are progressing. Yes, that's right. And ever since day one, we keep growing up. The progress is slow, yes, but I don't care. It's slow because I know that if it was fast, that will be fucking overstimulating for me. I wouldn't know how to deal with it correctly. So it's fine. It's fine that they're like getting me used on this, just like little by little, step by step, until we get into the very, stardom, I guess. All right, next one. Yeah. What has been the most challenging part before your debut? Well, definitely getting everything ready. Since I did all of the motion graphics, all of the visuals, all of the animation, the model, the everything. Well, it was a lot. But I knew that it was just a matter of time for me to finish all of this so I could finally debut. I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. But like from all of these preparations, the model was the hardest part. So you still owe money to yourself for all that art? Yes, I do owe myself a fucking fortune. But hey, becoming a VTuber took me 0 pesos in this. Even like in the softwares, I already had them because I yard them. You know what I mean? Wink, 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 wink. But yes, the model. The model was the hardest part because no one taught me how to do it. Like the whole rigging it. Just no, it was horrible. I mean, I watched plenty of tutorials and I thank to all of those artists that taught me, but I was in zeros when I started animating this, rigging it. Yet I managed to do it. So maybe if I really propose to myself to actually study coding, maybe I will be master at coding as well. But I don't want it. I'm not interested in it. Still such a great model and rig. Thank you. There's nothing you can do. Well, I mean, I guess coding doesn't tell the same. But again, like we talked about it, I didn't have great teachers, stuff, and yada yada. And since I am not interested in coding, so yes, I guess that's the last battle for the good. Let's choose our battles, okay? Yeah, rigging. But hey, I already know how it works. I wouldn't say that I know how to do it by myself, at least all of it. I couldn't do it by myself from zero again. But I know how it works now, so that's easier now. Wow, wow. Yum, 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 yum. Next question says, I have been a big fan ever before your debut. Oh, so I share this magic spell with you for great luck. Repeat loud. Yeah, I wonder who wrote this question anyway. Fine. I owe you guys this. Repeat loudly. Rar. Uwu. XD. Owo. Meow. Uwu. Nya. Uwu. Neko. Uwu-chan. Dihi. Uwu. Uwo. Ihi. Kawaii. Kill me, please. What kind of question is that? My dignity is not even on the floor, it's now underground. Kawaii. Oh, she is. I know it was you. I know it was your Alex. Thank you, I guess. But no thank you for this. Alright. Next question. What made you get into VTubing? Well, as the other one, this is half answered. So you know now why I became a VTuber. It was because I'm using VTubing as a bridge to get people engaged on me so they can get engaged in my art. And there's a second reason that is kind of dangerous to tell about. So I'll try to be as gentle as possible, I guess. Yeah, this is not gonna be humble at all. I know this, but I'm not really gonna push about it. Anyway, well, ever since I was a kid, I've always been someone else's crushes. I guess I'm a popular crush to other people. But I've never really liked them back. Yet again, these people has been so great to me, very kind, and they have given me presents ever since I was a kid, ever since I was like in elementary school. It was kinda common for me to go back from school with new gifts from people that like me, and I was grateful for that, but I couldn't really take them, you know, because I didn't like them. Because of my demisexuality, it is hard for me to like someone precisely. And that thing kept going even to this day. And me not being able to use it on my advantage was kind of frustrating. And yes, I came to the cruel thought of saying, hey, if I receive all this gift from people just for being me, imagine how it would be if I was a VTuber. And yes, it has worked exactly how I thought. And don't worry, like I thank everyone that has been gifting me not only support but tips, cheers, subscriptions, followings, everything that comes related to streaming. I really thank you. But I do feel bad to think about this origin. I kind of feel that I'm using you, all of you. But hey, if I had the power of attracting people, I didn't want to make it for free anymore. I think that's my most evil part, if you may. But don't worry, I am ashamed of it. But yeah, you can ask Apocrypha. He was there when I told him about this the first time. And he was like, yeah, bitch, don't make it for free anymore. Oh, yes. All goes to a great cause. Yeah, I mean, I know that I'm being hard on myself, but I know that I'm not using you fairies because I am offering here a service which is entertaining you guys, and I am entertaining myself while entertaining you, so it's a win-win for everyone. But yeah, yikes. Yes, and without all of your support, you guys are helping me accomplish my goal in life. No kidding. Baby steps, but we are going there. So yeah. Yeah, such a dangerous question, but yeah. Oh, yum yum yum, water. Is there something you would like to do on stream that you haven't done before? Yes. I want to collaborate with someone. I want to be with someone else, playing something else, and just mixing both of our audiences to make something great. And even better, I'd like to have a group of friends to stream together. As in, you know, like HoloLive, where they're like, yes, we are the generation, yada yada, and we are gonna do a stream together. I know that makes sense because they debuted together, so therefore they are already companions in that. But I kind of want that. I want to meet other VTubers and be like, hey, let's be a squad. This squad of I don't know what, and we do streams together from now and then. So yes, collaborations in general. Everything else, I think I've already tested it out and I'm comfortable with it. Yes, it's collaborating, that's it. Yeah. What is your VTuber career goal? Again, it's one of those half-answered question already. Well, I definitely want, even if it sounds superficial or whatever, I do want money and stardom, but not just because. I mean, it's because money will allow me to have my own house, for example, to finally have my own space, and that will be certainly the solution to my mental health. Stardom is what's gonna help me to share anything about the Mercury Labyrinth and to already have a fan base. Yeah. So yes, I know that they're superficial answers, but they come from an objective, that's it. Huh. Now I feel like I'm a terrible person for some reason. Maybe I'm being hard on myself. Next question anyway. Yum 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 yum. This is no question. I just want to say I love you at every opportunity I can. Oh, I love you, anonymous question too. Hey, that's cheating though. That's fine. Yes, honestly, like despite everything that I've been saying, that I feel it sounds superficial and everything, I am genuinely touched by fairy support. I said it. I said it yesterday. I'm gonna say it again. I was talking to Apocrypha the other time, and I was just simping about you guys. I was just like, oh my goodness, I just have the greatest community ever because they're so nice to me, and we can bully each other at the same time, and they support me, and and I don't know. You guys are the best. It's for real, for real. I guess I didn't expect to be this close to my community. I kind of felt that I was gonna be kind of distant to you, but not because of for my own will, you know. I just felt that there was going to be this barrier through like VTuber and community, but no. As for now, I can enjoy the luxury of knowing each of you guys, fairies, and to remember your names and to remember local jokes from all of you, and that is very heartwarming for me. Community goals, yes, yes. So let's keep working on keeping the community as it is, because I love it, and even if in the future there's gonna be plenty of people, maybe I still want that approachment to you guys. It may be impossible, I don't know, but let's try it. Let's try it. Question says, your art is so inspiring. It made me want to get into art. Oh wow. What advice can you give me? Wow, that question means the world to me. Well, art. I guess this question is referring to drawing in general. Sorry. Well, I can recommend you what I did. Well, I mean, first of all, I started drawing from a very young age. I know that, but I never took drawing classes. I never took drawing sessions. Like, nobody taught me. It was just by myself. And the way that I really practice my own motricity when it comes to drawing was by imitating other people's drawing. Don't share them though, but just buy yourself a sketchbook, just buy yourself a drawing tablet, whatever you feel okay with it, and browse through Pinterest, browse through Instagram, and try to see what kind of art you like. Maybe you like cute kawaii stuff, maybe you like horror stuff, maybe you like memes, maybe you like this and that. Yeah, try to find what is your focus, like what is the type of art that you want to do in your drawings there, and then you can take all of the reference from the world and you just can imitate them. Just draw them. I'm not mean like tracing them in general, like look at a reference and try to imitate it the best you can. Honestly, that's the best way for me. It worked for me at least, and that's how I train my hand to draw certain styles, and then eventually I could come up with my own berry style. So I hope that works, to be honest. I think that's a very good start to start drawing. Yum yum. Next question says, who is your favorite artist and why? Well, when it comes to artists, it could apply to anyone. I mean, okay, when it comes to like film and direction, naturally Tim Burton. Tim Burton is my grandfather. Why? Because he was such a great base upon discovering that horror can be beautiful. And exploring the way that he communicates that idea, it's so unique and it's heartwarming. In the case of Tim Burton, the way he describes horror as beautiful, it's by making everything melancholic or going through sad drama. And I don't know, especially because with him and his whole focus on not being misunderstood, the misfits in general. He always talks about the misfits, and his characters are always misfits. People that just don't, or animals that never can't fit into society. And the way they explore their personality and how they cannot fit into the agenda, to say something, it's cute. I think about Edward Scissorhands because he was, I mean, a creation with Caesar for hands. Therefore, he had the greatest and purest heart. And it was actually the neighborhood, the one that tried to corrupt him. So, yes, that focus makes it beautiful because it's like, hey, not all beautiful things are, the common, I guess. When it comes, for example, music, well, in general, score, Danny Elfman, that is also like a great team with Tim Burton. Danny Elfman is always making Tim Burton's music. And I hate to admit this, but without Danny Elfman's music, Tim Burton movies wouldn't feel the same. They wouldn't hit as hard as they do. I generally cry every time that I hear to Danny Elfman music because I don't know how he makes it that it's powerful. It's powerful because it's beautiful. And again, listen to Edward Scissorhands' soundtrack, you're gonna cry. And again, if the score of that movie was made by someone else's, maybe it wouldn't have been my favorite movie, to be honest. So in any other artist, musical, like actual artist, well, I think it will be Melanie Martinez. I've been a big fan from her from the very beginning. And she was also like a big inspiration for me when it comes to mixing horror with pastel colors and childish elements. I think I was like, yo, I need that. And that's everything that I want to do. Like, even the background music that you're hearing right now, it's inspiring her, as in, hey, I don't want a classical horror song. I want something that reminds of me of something childish. In this case, a music box, a piano toy, a xylophone, stuff like that. And obviously, American McGee, my full respect for creating the best video game ever. He has such a beautiful way to embody horror and gore and mental disease. I don't know. Such geniuses, dude. Such geniuses. Next question. On average, how long does it take to make sorry, again. On average, how long does it take you to make an illustration? I mean, well, you said it already. I am a slow artist. I think it has a lot to do with me being perfectionist and always redoing stuff and nitpicking every detail that I can find. So, an illustration, maybe it can take me full 24 hours. Maybe a whole day. But obviously, if I how to say this, like, not all together, like all of them together. Maybe I work for 2 hours and next day I work for 3 and next I work for 1. So if I combine them together, they're 24, maybe. Yes, I am very slow in that case. Yeah, so I'm finishing some details for 4 hours. Yikes, I know. But that's the funny thing. I'm even slower on streams because I get distracted pretty easily with the chat. And it's not a complaint. I actually love to talk to you guys, but yeah, my ADHD for real doesn't let me multitask. Like I know there are different type of ADHD and some of them let you multitask, but mine is not. Mine makes me focus on only one thing. Therefore, I won't be able to do anything else. So, drawing. When it comes to drawing, I need my full concentration in it. So if you ask me anything, if you tell me anything in chat, you'll see how I immediately stop drawing just to answer it. And that's what makes it even slower. Like, I do try to multitask, but I crash. Like, I in my drawing, I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to proceed. Well, I'm just like, trying to think the answer. I can't. So, yeah, to be honest, and if you let me open a bit to all of you, I am insecure about my art streams to this point because of that. Because I know that it's low. I'm a slow artist, and I know that people want to see the final product on the very same day. I know that, and I understand it, but it's something that I cannot really afford. So, and I can notice that because people start to leave very quickly, and we can only just end with one fairy, in this case you, Fairy Police. So it's like, it has made me feel bad. I feel it has been like, I mean, it's fun. Streaming is just all about testing, and I think we've finally come to discover that art stream doesn't work for me, at least for the moment. So yeah, I am insecure about how slow I am, to be honest. But hey, I really try to be fast, and it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me, eh? So hopefully in the future I can become a little faster. Hopefully. Question says, how do you stay creative, and have you ever had an artistic block? I'm gonna answer the second one first. Yes, I've had artistic blocks and they're horrible. But I think they come from wasting out. I think they happen to me because I'm tired. I think it's just my body telling me, hey, I know you want to continue with this, but seriously, you need a break. So it's just a matter of resting properly in order to feel motivated again. Yes, maybe I'm working a little bit too much on something and I need a break from that. Good example is the Mercurized Memories Alice video, my lore video. I was tired of it, dude. I was like, I don't want to know anything about it. I don't hate it. I actually love it, but God, be done already. But hey, 2 months later, well, 3 months-ish, because of when I finished it, or even more. I don't know how many time has passed, but months later, I think I was talking about it yesterday and saying, hey, I'd like to do another one of those videos. It's because art blog was done. I think it's just me being tired of something, a project, or just in general having low energy. So how do I stay creative? Ironic enough, it's with rest. But when it's not about resting, something that helps me a lot as a music lover is to listen to music related to what I want to do. So, for example, whenever I wanted to continue with Mercurized Memories Alice, I would listen to a lot of cottagecore music. And I will feel the, oof, yes, I totally get the vibes, let me work on it. And it's such a boost on me, and it makes me work about it. Yeah, and that is why, like, normally in my art streams, I try to put music related to the drawing that I'm gonna do. Like, the first time that I drew Glam Rock Alice, I put just glam rock music because I needed to feel the vibes, you know? And when it was about Shattered Alice, it was about horror music because you needed to feel the environment. I guess I connect with music the most, with sounds in general. My ears are blessed in that way. And that's why I've said before, you can show me the most scary picture ever, and maybe I wouldn't be that scared. I'll be like, yikes, that's horrible. But just put me a cute picture with a fucking loud sound as a jump scare. I'm gonna shit my pants. Because that is the best way you can connect with me, through sounds. So that's interesting. I guess it's just a matter of finding out how is the best way you can connect as an artist. Maybe you connect visually. Maybe you need to see a movie related to what you want to do. In this case, watch a cottagecore movie, Alice in Wonderland, I don't know. So that's why you're avoiding the latest Final Destination movie. Yes. And it's, yes, it is, but when it comes to Final Destination, it's because of something else as well. It's because I've only watched one of them. I think it was the third one, the one with the roller coasters, and I was already afraid of mechanical games. And to be honest, okay, let me snob for a second. I am a horror snob as well. And I find Final Destination movies to be useless and pointless. Because I just think they're just morbid. I think they are just there to show death. To show the most gruesome death by very convenient ways. That doesn't have like an actual storytelling function. It's just about, oh yes, it's the turn of this bitch to die. They're gonna die because they tripped with a banana and then they were thrown from a building and then she died stabbed by death by a pointy thing on the floor. Most horror movies are average at best. Most are just bad. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So Final Destination doesn't work for me, especially because me struggling with anxiety and me struggling with a big imagination. Believe it or not, having imagination, it's horrible, because the consequence of imagination is fear. So yes, anxiety works that way. Living with anxiety is living in a Final Destination movie, because you think that you could have all these gruesome deaths by almost everything, and you imagine them so stupidly grotesque, and it doesn't help. You feel horrible about it. So watching a movie about my delusions doesn't help. It's just quote unquote proving that it can happen, and it just raises my paranoia and stuff, so it doesn't do any good to me. I don't like to watch horror movies alone, but The Ring was such a phenomenon that I went alone to watch it at the theater. Dude, that is interesting. So yes, most horror movies nowadays are boring to me because they just go through the same shit again. That's why I really enjoy movies that make me feel something. That's how I enjoy horror. And I think I've said this before, but I think I've grown insensitive on horror to this point, that if you make me feel something, you're gonna get me worshipping your work, because of like, whoa, you made me feel something? Oh my goodness, I'm still not immune to horror. Thank you. Therefore, my favorite horror movies in general are either psychological or uncomfortable movies. And A24 is a great studio that does plenty of movies like that. That they don't really make me feel scared. They just make me feel like, yikes. It's just a big yikes, you know? And also, I love to watch horror videos on YouTube because they're just something else, dude. Like ARGs, analog horror, there's just something different that makes me feel even unsafe in a way. It just triggers my horror, my fear in general. And sadistic enough, I love that they make me feel something. It's like, oh my goodness, I don't like to sleep in the dark because I imagine things. Good. Oh goodness sake. I sound like, with due respect, with like people struggling with depression, because it's not that they feel sad, it's just that they don't feel anything. And they want to feel anything, even sadness, even pain. So that's when, in extreme cases, they go through extreme situations just to feel something. Yeah, kind of like that. Ish. And this is this is our last question, in case we haven't received a new one, which I think we haven't. Will you join a VTuber corporation even if it meant you can't keep working on your own brand art, and why? This question, it's not the first time that I heard it. Apocrypha has asked me a lot about this. Apocrypha is totally on the team of you should really work on a corporation of VTuber. And he's always telling me you should work in this one, and this one, these are the pros and cons, and in this other one the pros and cons are this one. He's a VTuber fan, I can smell it. A fan is... that's too slight for him. He is a simp for VTubers. So he knows everything about it. And I don't know. To be honest, the answer is I don't know. Because I told Apocrypha before, I don't want to join a VTuber corporation because that implies giving the copyright of Alice, for example. And he's told me before, well, if that happened, it will be because you had another avatar. They will give you a total new character. And I also don't like that because I'm already too comfortable with Alice. I don't imagine myself being someone else. But I do understand the pros of having like a way greater recognition, just to get known. But I know that will also imply that will be officially a job, because they will have me on an actual schedule. They will actually have me having to be responsible and compromise on stuff, which I don't dislike that. But if this question says even if you meant that you can't keep working on your own brand, then no. Then no. Yeah, it will be not just a job, it becomes a lifestyle. Yes, I am aware of that. And no, my answer will be no in this situation. I mean, if I was already part of a corporation, I will imagine that it will still have time to work on my personal projects. But so if it was like that, then yes, I will say yes. If I had an invitation to join a corporation, I will say yes. But in this particular case that says that wouldn't let you work on your art anymore, then nope, dude, that's the reason I'm alive, dude. I am here. Like, I'm not here because I love, like, VTuber is my main goal in life. No, it's making art. So if I become a VTuber to stop making my main goal, then there's no point. So, no. So, let's discard that little detail and let's say that I do have the choice, or not the choice, the time to keep working on my own stuff besides having a full-time job in this. I will say yes. I mean, I will miss Alice, but hey, I guess at the very end, I've always said that this channel is just a bridge for greater things. It's not meant to be something great. It's meant to help me get something greater, you know? So it's alright. Even if I had an invitation like very soon where I have to just drop everything and become something else, that will be okay. I wouldn't call my work to be a waste because it was my hard work that helped me get an invitation to a corporation. I don't know if I make any sense. I mean, for me it makes sense, but I don't know if I'm confusing you. But yes. In this situation, my answer is no. In the situation of having time to work on my own stuff, the answer is yes. Yeah, it totally makes sense. Yeah, okay, great. Right, water. Oh, why did I do that? What happened? Anyway, let me see if we have any updates. I don't think so. I didn't receive any notification, but let's see. No, that's the last question. All right. At least we're legs. Yes. I didn't think it was necessary to have legs, so my avatar is just house body. But I do want to make legs to my avatar in the future. Apocrypha made jokes about it, like, yeah, it's gonna be the feet reveal. You're gonna receive thousands by that. They ruin, no fake legs, no lore accurate. Yes, I will definitely have big legs whenever I have them. Whenever I have the rest of my body completed. It's technically gonna be easier. It's just about, yeah, how to say this? To match it with the angles of the character, at most having some physics on the skirt of the dress, and that's it. We can't wait for the 3D model. Dude, a 3D model will be very cool. To have a full body tracking. I want a 3D model for VR chat. At least. But I think I don't know fairies that actually do VR chat models, as long as I know. To be honest, I've never asked them. But yes, I can't wait to commission someone to do a 3D model of me. That will be even perfect because like that I can sell 3D figures. Wink wink, merch, wink wink, wink wink. Well, so those are all the questions. And we still got half an hour left. So I don't know, Reldex, if you have any upcoming question, I think this is your moment to do it. Obviously it's not gonna be anonymous anymore, but yeah, if you don't have any question, let me know so we can think in something else. Wait a minute. We can add it here if you want. I ran out of questions. Oh, seriously? I mean, I don't feel okay leaving early. Maybe it was my fault for answering questions a little bit too quick. Maybe I should have dabbed a little bit more. I don't know. So, hey, we can just chat if you want. Talk about trivial stuff like, hey, do you like rain? Do you like chicharrón? Not really, you actually took your time for so little questions. Alright. Yeah, I do agree to that. I do agree to that. Wow, wow. Tell me, do you like chicharrón? Oh god, I'm so hungry. I want chicharrón now. We need to punish another fairy though. Oh yes, I agree. I do agree to that. Yeah, I'll send a message and meet and bleed in a few minutes. Punish him. Punish him, that other Mercury fairy. Yeah, quesadillas de chicharrón prensado en chicharrón en salsa. Yummy! Yes, that's so good! That's so good. Well, I hope you feel better with your toothache. It sounds very uncomfortable, very painful. But yeah, maybe I'm just forcing this to last until 10 p.m. and I seriously can't do this anymore. Like, I mean, I can't force it, that's it. It doesn't come naturally, it doesn't come organically. So, well, Fairy Police, I thank you for the session. This is our debut for our Meet and Bleed. And as a first one, we got a Q&A. Can't wait to see what's the second one. On March. Some day of March. No worries, glad to help. Yeah, and yes, I thank you for the questions that correspond to you, whatever those ones were. It's kind of funny to think if Kachako Konka actually threw questions. It's kind of funny that I answer them without him being here, but okay. Well, I hope that the answers were somehow satisfying for you, as in, yes, that's what I wanted to hear. Yes, that was interesting. To be honest, I'll wear mine, but I forgot some were kind of repeated. Oh, seriously? Bummer. Maybe Kachako Konka didn't think that Meet and Bleed was tonight, despite me saying it. I made them while I was asleep and awake. Huh? How's that? Alright then. But yes, I don't know. I really gotta ask. I think it's just because me. I worry a lot about what other people think, and I know that it's not okay. But you don't think of me as a bad person now that you know why I'm a VTuber, right? I don't know. I am afraid of being perceived as bad or something because, yeah, I feel like my reasons sound evil now. You can be honest, that's fine. I just want to let go of this one. Never, it's kind of why everyone gets into VTubing. well, I don't know. And that's fun. That's funny because I know nothing about VTubing. I just became one without knowing anything. Plus the anonymity, which you don't use. I don't, but because I was already not anonymous before. People already knew my face. People already knew how I was, how I look. There was no point on trying to become anonymous, to be honest. I didn't even try. Especially if I also sell merch in cons and stuff, like people already know me. And I'm okay with that. Part of my seek for stardom, as in recognition, was also showing myself and all the sides of it. It's like this very early 2000 show from Disney Channel, Lizzie McGuire. It's like you had the actress, you had the avatar, the animated avatar. It's the same thing. But yeah, thank you for telling me that. I was worried, to be honest. I do worry a lot about what other people think about me, and that is no good. I know that. Hey, that's why I go to therapy. Don't worry. Yeah, but later there may be some troublesome people that is annoyed with the anonymity. Why though? Like I ask this for real. Why will people be not okay with that? Nah, you are greatest, love ya. For socialism and stalkers. Right. I mean, I won't worry about that until it happens, if it happens. Yes, I thought about it. No, you're the greatest, love you. Love you too, Raildix. Yeah, thank you. I was worried about that. Yes, I thought about this myself. I know that I will be a great star. I know that I will be a famous celebrity because I aim for that. I feel okay with that. So I thought, what if I become so famous that I need to go into disguise when in public? And I don't know, it's fun to think about, because I do want my hair as Alice Mercury, and I think that's even if I had my face covered, you will immediately know who she was just by looking at her hair. So maybe wigs are the solution, and that's it. Wigs, yeah. But that's okay. We're still pretty far away from that, so I can still look however I want. People will say, is that Cruella de Vil or Alice Mercury? Exactly. Depending of where I was, I guess. If I was in France or something, or London, I would be like, oh, that's Cruella de Vil. But if it was... no, wait, but I want to go to England. Never mind then. Okay, that was fun. Hey, I really enjoyed this Q&A. I do enjoy being questioned about my art processes and everything related to my art. So much to it. Yes. So, let's not worry about it. We will always have something to do. Seriously. To be honest, I think I will even die. Not even, like, still having plenty of things that I wanted to do. But that's fine. Let's enjoy one thing at a time. Let's enjoy the ride. Because there is still some charm on this level of anonymity, of people not knowing me too much. There's something comfortable and charming about it. So let's enjoy every step of my stardom. Because all of them will have pros and cons. So yeah. One step at a time, let's enjoy the ride. Yada yada. We are all passengers on the train of life. Man, we are already becoming deep, aren't we? But yes, that is true. And I like that you Reldex are joining me on my train. For a very long time now, ever since quarantine, I think. I don't know, just ever since college, university, that's it. So, thank you for all of your questions. I didn't expect them to be so many, to be honest. I imagined that it was gonna be extra time, but I didn't thought it was gonna be this little, to be honest. Sweet night, Marsalis. Have a snack, play some Sims, and get a nice rest. Love ya. Love you too, Reldex. Yes, I will take a rest. Maybe we'll take a big snack. I'm very hungry. While playing Sims. And hopefully you don't feel pain anymore real soon. Thank you for the questions tonight, and yes, we will keep in touch. Alright? So thank you for being a tired tree. Bye bye. Wajaya final. Bye.